Hello everyone, welcome to the Market Outlook. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services. Well, to start the week, we did see a close on the green, both the indices closing in the green, 500 odd points uptick on the Sensex, close to about 150 points uptick on the Nifty. And this was a pleasant kind of a relief with the kind of concerns that we saw last week, especially with various large states in India going into the re-lockdown mode. Uh, Late in the afternoon, we also heard the state of Karnataka announcing lockdown of or a re-lockdown of 14 days, wherein essential shops will be open from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. And likewise, we saw last week Maharashtra go into another re-lockdown. We saw Delhi, we heard news flows from Punjab, and our sense is that the local news flow is likely to dominate our markets, at least in the short to medium term. The positive news was in form of the number of cases that were reported from Maharashtra and Mumbai. Especially in Mumbai, we did see a significant downtick as far as new patients are concerned. Uh, Casualties remained at an elevated level across various states in India. But despite of all this, we did see a very good opening and a smart closing as far as the week is concerned, starting this week on Monday. Possibly we might oscillate between 400 to 700 points up and down in as far as Sensex is concerned, and close to about 200 and 250 odd points will be the oscillation wherein Nifty will be consolidating. News flow on the corporate earning for the fourth quarter last financial year. Well, we did see a smart number reported by one of the large private sector bank, that is ICICI Bank, and thanks to that, the stock was the largest gainer amongst the large weight and the bank Nifty. Tomorrow we have Axis Bank reporting numbers. Along with that, if I'm not mistaken, HDFC AMC also reports the numbers. And the view is that private sector banks are likely to report better than expected numbers. My only concern, if any, for Axis Bank would be on the NPA levels, gross and net. And in case if there is higher provisioning because of certain issues with certain corporate accounts. This is my wild guess. I hope that does not come out to be true. But even if it does, then as a brokerage house, we remain extremely positive on both these banks, along with, of course, HDFC Bank, which declared it numbered a week before. On the flows, well, FII, DI, I think we have seen calculated moves as far as inflows are concerned, both from domestic and foreign institutions. And this calculated flows is likely to stay with a cautious approach given the kind of events which have unfolded. There are certain concerns that re-lockdowns will affect the manufacturing and services sector to a great extent. Labor intensive sectors like infrastructure, construction sector would likely see flight of laborers back to their hometown because of the re-lockdown, and eventually this might reflect upon the first quarter earning this financial year, which we'll see in the next couple of months. There is a possibility that those numbers may look a little bit disappointed in case if the situation worsens and if the re-lockdown gets extended to a larger extent with some severe restrictions. So these are some things that we need to be careful and cautious about. But if we have seen the worst, then possibly there is a case that as and when the recovery sets in, as and when the numbers start climbing down, as and when restrictions get lifted and there is reopening of economy, then India has displayed and India will display a stronger sense of comeback. This is what my strong feeling is. And with that perspective, I think if you get any correction, it will be great time to invest. You have also seen concerns as far as the FMCG sector is concerned, and rightly so. When provision stores which were open 8 hours or 10 hours and the number of sales that they used to clock, it will be much lower when the hours are restricted for maybe 3 hours or 4 hours. So that's the concern for the FMCG sector, that the sales would likely dwindle down given the restriction in timing as far as essential shops remain open are concerned. Secondly, there are concerns with remdesivir, there are concerns with oxygen supply, and there are concerns as far as the vaccine is concerned, both Covishield as well as Covaxin. The center is trying to resolve these issues. Even at state level, respective governments are trying to resolve the issues as soon as possible. And the focus of oxygen will now only be limited for medical use. Commercial use of O2 is restricted. It is only available for medical use, and I think till the time situation comes under control and normalizes, this could possibly continue. And this may have its impact on the manufacturing sector also, because non-availability of oxygen for industrial use could also lead to a little bit of concern with all those respective sectors wherein they need oxygen as an input to manufacture their final product. These are some of the broader areas of concern that I wanted to reflect upon. Brent remains at $65 per barrel, NYMEX close to about $60-61 a barrel, nothing that we should worry about. Not only in India, lockdowns with restrictions or limited lockdowns have also been put in place in various other countries as well. And rightly so, when you have such a large population to take care of, I think as a government in India, they have to do a lot more in terms of precautionary measures so that the health infrastructure does not collapse. Not that we are not close to that, we are very close to that, but whatever step needs to be taken to stop that healthcare infrastructure from collapsing will be taken. Rupee has gained strength. We were 75 plus. Today, Rupee was trading close to about 74.7075 when I saw it last. And my sense is that we could possibly see Rupee gaining strength and momentum. For the fourth quarter, well, there was a curtain raiser. We have seen few companies announce its fourth quarter financial numbers last financial year. This week and the week coming, we'll see many companies announce the numbers for the fourth quarter last financial year, and those numbers are going to look better or better than expected. Concerns, if any, would be for the first quarter this financial year, because of the re-lockdown and various restrictions that are put in place in various states. 14,000, 14,100 could be the lower end, given the present backdrop of events. On the lower side, this is my assumption. On the higher side, 14,400, 14,500, 600 could be the higher zone in case if there is more positivity in terms of news flow. On the interest rate side, we have heard the Honorable Governor give his verbatim an outlook and the thought process that was put in place by the MPC, that is Monetary Policy Committee. And over there, I don't think we have to worry about. I think what we need to worry about is the situation that India is going through, second wave, third wave, etc. And I would again request all the citizens of India that please be a responsible citizen. It is only because of our misadventure that that has landed us in this kind of a situation. We have to wear mask, we have to maintain social distancing, we have to avoid overcrowding, and we have to take care of ourselves. uh, Taking care of 140 crore Indians for the government or the state government is virtually going to be extremely difficult. So it's my humble request that if we have to contribute to whatever extent we can to bring down the situation and have the numbers under control, then we have to do that. Only if it is extremely necessary, step out of the house, that too with proper precaution. Unless and until it is not essential, try to be at home. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be a responsible citizen. Wear mask, maintain social distancing, and avoid overcrowding. Wishing you all a very healthy life, and to all those who have been victim to this COVID-19, a very healthy and a fast recovery. I will end my outlook on this note. See you again next week. Take care. Bye bye.